We like sports and we don't care who knows. From shooting hoops to the Super Bowl. Just two normal guys hanging out, having fun, right, guy number two?
Yeah, guy number one. Watching sports with girls is a pain. They don't know the rules, there's no time to explain.
Throw me the baseball.
Now toss me the pigskin.
Now feed me the rock.
Now give me the rock.
Scrambles to keep it alive. The game's final play is a Wilson lob to the end zone, which is fought for by Tate with Jennings simultaneous. Who has it? Who they give it to? Touchdown!
And thus begins the great Tate debate. Did he catch it?
It was caught, that's for
offensive
sure.
pass interference, a little shove there on
Technically, though.
Shields, and
Using a little proper Rooney.
could have ended.
There you go,
Serious.
Green Bay guy. Catch, right? Huh? It's a catch.
Got
It's a catch.
No.
I guess now it's a catch?
Yep, now it's a catch.
Okay.
Now.
Touchdown Seahawks.
And with that, welcome to the Weekly Sports Report. This be Keelay. That be...
It's been a while, but come on.
Wow.
Bill K.
Bill K.
I was the one up till 4:30 watching the game.
You know what?
last
I
night.
was talking to some replacement refs before that. Typically, I don't do these shows. I'm filling in for the other Keelay that looks exactly like me.
It's okay.
Being in Seattle, being how many times we have gotten jobbed
Yes.
by the refs, somehow I see that everyone else is outraged. I'm like, really? Because I've been on that end for so long. You have the phantom touchdown, Vinny Testaverde. Whack. Not a touchdown. Helmet ain't a part of the ball. Last I checked.
The ref confused this with a helmet.
With a white helmet.
There's a ball
They've
in the
never had
helmet,
white
but,
footballs as far as I know. So that's a touchdown. Countless blown errors in the Super Bowl of all things. This was a Monday night game, so
Big
no
game.
playoff implications yet. But
Yet.
we're in week 3 here. Can't get it right. It's only going to get worse.
Oh, yeah.
People and
Can
the
it get much
sides
worse,
are...
though? Because now this officially affected a game. They
An
completely
outcome.
affected the outcome of the game. And the thing is, if you watch the game, it was horribly officiated the entire time. That call, obviously the most egregious because everyone saw it. But and you had the just seconds before, Golden goes like this and knocks down Shields. Hey, you get this. They get Chancellor, perfect timing to knock down a ball. He gets called for PI. You get the roughing the quarterback with Wilson's getting knocked down. Roughing? Really? It saved the pick? It's just terribly done. And fun fact about that Jets game that you brought up, the official for that game, Phil Luckett.
Sure.
The guy overseeing the game yesterday, hazard to guess of his name?
Philip
Luckett.
Luckett. Just our Luckett, huh?
Yep, I guess he was just trying to be like, well, Seattle, I robbed you a few years ago, here you go.
Gift wrap. One for
not the way you wanted to do it. And the thing is, with that, Dennis Erickson ended up getting fired because he missed the playoffs. Mike Holmgren came to town. It ended up working out.
We were all right with that, yeah. But, I mean, what's to be done with these replacement refs, okay? I feel like Keanu's coming in. The replacements.
And I wish I could say something that was classy and inspirational, but that just wouldn't be our style.
These people aren't cutting it. They're putting their good effort in, but between the referee trying to do the Saints game, who somebody checked his Facebook. I'm glad the credentials, no resume checking and you want to be a referee here? All right.
Doing the Saints game, LOL.
Yeah.
People like this.
Yeah, tons of people.
Get us a few calls, bud.
Someone whistle blew on that, being like,
Nice.
can a Saints fan ref a Saints game? A little weird.
Probably not the best idea, actually.
No,
Let's look into this.
So it's like between this wrong ball spotting in the Titans game to where not their 44, their own 44, a difference of 27 total yards. All of a sudden you're like in field goal range for the 44. Wow. They're not quite cutting it. They're trying, but it's really showing that these are replacement refs.
And that's the thing, it's hurting the game. It's hurting the game to a point where I even saw someone say, oh, this might have been where the NFL jumped the shark. big that whatever, we'll just jog some people out there in zebra uniforms. Everything's going to be okay. People will still watch, and that's part of the problem. We're screwing it up too as fans. We'll be like, who cares? It's football. Yeah, but you know what? When we do that, we don't hold them accountable to get these guys in there.
They still have all their season ticket sales. They still have all the television ratings they could want.
Jerseys.
Buy them the jerseys. So
this is an old one. So
yeah.
Take that.
But we're still getting the numbers that they want. So we're not exactly doing our part. We just kind of go, dear internet.
Yep.
Complain on
grab
that.
by the nose and just going along with it. And it's sad, but you know they're losing credibility big time right now, and it's gonna. The thing is, Seattle fans might be saying, "You're welcome, rest of the league."
Oh, by the way, you're welcome.
We got the real officials in there.
Yeah. Although Penelope Cruz's nose would be a big nose to pull around, I'd say.
That is true.
She was in Seabiscuit, I think.
I'm not Seabiscuit, I'm Penelope Cruz.
And so now with all this whole madness and no one really budging on sides, is Roger Goodell, the commish, is he sort of losing some credibility here?
Are you kidding me?
With just seeing this debacle all the way going into 3 weeks with the multiple coaches crapping her ass. Hey, explain to me what happened! Yeah.
$50,000 later, that's what happened, Mr. Belichick.
Yep. Better check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Kyle Shanahan chasing around down in the hallway. Then you have the Broncos, John Fox and Jack Del Rio flipping out and then getting fined for it. It's just, it's turning into a freak show out there, and it's really sad to watch.
It's sort of that classroom to where they know the substitute teachers out there. You have tons of people playing after the whistle, getting away with tons of crap because these refs, they aren't stopping the little things to where it's like, boom, coming in. They're not like, hey, break it up. It's kind of like, well, that was pretty physical there. 4th down and 9.
That's kind of gay, but hey, close. 4th down and 9.
They're not really doing their part to like step in to, you know, get the fights off, and especially when you got rivalry games with teams just hating each other. Yeah. You gotta get in there and be like, hey, stop it. Stop it.
Okay.
Alright?
The thing is,
Hey, stop it. Stop it. Okay. All right.
the thing is, you don't have an Ed Hockley out there that people respect who can be like, hey, oh, sir, there's no respect for these guys. Get Aretha Franklin out there. Maybe they get a little bit more art. You know what I'm trying to say.
I do.
I was up till 4:30.
You can't spell check your verbal words.
Not
Not yet.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T there.
There. You did it. And who also might be doing it, the Orioles. Baltimore, they're making the push. They're still behind the Skanks, but...
Bet she goes out with one of the Yankees.
Playoff picture looking, I don't know.
Well, and the Yankees were up by about 7 games or so. Ichiro goes there, and now it's a little bit of a race. Coincidence, maybe. But Baltimore was giving them a push, and everyone was kind of expecting the young team. They'll fall apart down the stretch. Only of late have they. So they're still right there. It'd be really nice if they could just knock the Yankees off the top. I'd appreciate it, but with only about 9 games to go, game and a half back, it's still doable, but we'll see. We'll see.
I'm sure it'll be the regular players in that postseason. There's always those 1 or 2 stragglers that get in, and then they get bounced within a round or 2, and then it's always the Yankees or, you know.
Well, the nice thing, Nationals, first time since, I believe, 33 that in Washington there will be a playoff game. Pretty good stuff. And if they make the World Series, only 1 team will have not made the World Series at that point.
Who could that possibly be minus? Yeah.
Screw you, Howard Lincoln.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. So, you know, kind of back to the tape, because this deserves a little bit more talk here. You know, people are talking like, oh, you know, overturn it, and oh, you know, after review and overturn it. Don't start doing that now.
No.
Because then you can look back to any game and then go, oh, well, actually, this was the call. So actually, no, we're going to overturn it. The league, they did review it, and they're like, no, yeah, we're calling, you know, simultaneous possession of the ball. What more do you want? Hawks win. Let's move on here. That's what it should be. You know, you can't overturn something like that. The Hawks, you know, they played good. They 8 sacks in the first half.
Yes,
Bruce Irvin came alive. Chris Clemens came alive. You know, Bruce Irvin, the reach. You know, already got 3 sacks this year in 3 games. That's a sack a game. Digging what I'm seeing for the big reach in the first round. But, you know, the Hawks did win. I want to take this as a win. Everyone can sully it up.
You've sullied my factory and disobeyed my rules.
But tons of calls can go either way.
Well, and that's what people are forgetting here. Aaron Rodgers brought his offense in here, all his little toys. How'd that work out? 7 points? I mean, in Lambeau, San Francisco held them to 14. They come on the road, we held them to 7. So what we're doing, well, okay, 12 points with the field goal.
Yeah,
sorry,
the
but
field goal, yeah.
it's like our defense is playing so well right now, and that was a good coming out party for them. In some ways, it's really depressing that the Golden Tate thing has taken so much, because then people will probably be talking about the 8 sacks and how we just manhandled our offensive line in the first half, and about our secondary and how we really knocked down those wide receivers. I don't think he had a pass completion over 25 yards yesterday. So it's like
the Finley one was close, if that, but that was scrambling around, and that wasn't direct pocket. So I mean, the pressure was there. Lynch was able to. He brought his lunch pail. Lynch brought his lunch pail. Marshawn Lynch, Skittles, trade ya. Lynch. He brought his Lynch pail to work.
There you go.
He nearly got 100. We
like
were able
70
to run all the
first half,
Packers, and it's just kind of depressing though, that offense still with Russell Wilson. They need to get in gear a little bit more. Having 9 plays before that final drive in the second half, you can't go 3 and outs. Versus the Packers, the best defense versus Aaron Rodgers. Keep them off the field, get some first downs. 3 and outs in the second half, and that all comes down to that final drive.
Is he trying to go Tebow on him? Like, oh, this Tebow guy was really good last year. People loved him. No. People were terrified of him until the last minute. Let's just win the game. I don't know. We'll see. Russell Wilson's a rookie, though. So
speaking of winning, the Mariners 2-6 on their most recent home stand.
Anything else to say about that?
In the playoff picture, headed up by that Heady.
Thank you, Heady, thank you.
It's not Heady, it's Headley.
Lincoln and Armstrong, who happens to be for the arena deal.
No.
I'd say. No?
No.
What? The Mariners don't like people coming in there.
Let's just say Howard is not a good name in Seattle right now. Howard the Ducks.
That's it. No more Mr. Nice Duck.
But Howard Lincoln is fighting this arena deal as best he can, and told Chris Hansen as much reportedly. So not only are the Mariners stinking it up on the field, and if the Nationals go to the World Series, being the only team not to go to the World Series, they are fighting a chance for us to bring back our Sonics and get hockey in here. Really?
What can you say?
It's like you get. And here's my thing: separate the players from the front office guys. The front office guys can go fall off a cliff.
Yeah.
The players do represent Seattle. Root for them still. That's what I have to keep telling myself, anyways.
It's kind of the Thunder thing. Nothing against the players. Nothing against Durantula. He's
Love
great,
him.
but how that team came to be. Kind of how that happened, but not the players' fault.
No.
It definitely likes Seattle because there ain't nothing to do in Oklahoma. We all know
What do you got to do there, Kevin? Nothing.
Nothing playing.
Yeah, but the good news is it did get through this the city council, so the arena is a go for now.
Huskies versus Stanford this Thursday. Huskies lose.
Yes.
Huskies lose. Hawks at St. Louis.
The Hawks win.
Hawks win. Hawks win. And the Mariners 3 at Anaheim, 3 at Oakland, 0 wins.
I'll go 1 just to be different.
Victory formation. What you got?
Slightly somber on this one. Torrey Smith, wide receiver for the Baltimore Ravens, lost his brother in an accident, and then a few hours later played in a football game. Caught 2 touchdown passes, and it's just, as a Browns fan, it's really hard to say this about a Raven, but as a human being, it's like just very good. I was really happy for him to play, kind of take his mind off of it. Good on you, Torrey Smith.
Man, a lot of support he got too. And the Dallas Cowboys, you might want to check, sort of similar to the whole whitehouse.com thing, sort of a site you might want to stay off of. So Cowboys.com, I'm a fan of the Dallas Cowboys. Let's go to Cowboys.com. Gay site dating?
Yep, gay
Whoa! Dating site. Bareback Mountain. Holy smokes. If you were the horse.
What is it? Oh my God!
So I'd say, I'm going to maybe just buy them out and just say, like, don't use Cowboy. It's got separate. That'd be great.
Yeah, get your Randy
Jerry
Moss
Jones,
on.
you got money. Why don't you put up a GoDaddy.com site and take that out of it? For the week's sport, this is Keelay. This is Bill K. Got it that time. And we's out.